Hey, what's up viewers of YouTube? My name is Tyler, and if it's your first time tuning in, welcome to the channel that puts the information first and the memes second, because cryptocurrency is a financial instrument, and this is an investing environment. All other crypto channels get ready to be schooled because it's time for Chico Crypto. Today, I have a very special episode on a project that is quickly becoming my favorite in the space. I've made a few videos on it in the past, breaking down how it works, but today I'm going to dive even deeper and actually use the platform and learn how to potentially make money with it. The project I am talking about is MakerDao and its stablecoin Dai. For those of you who have missed out on learning how Maker and Dai work through collateralized debt positions or CDPs, I've included the breakdown videos in the description. But we will play a previous video going through how Maker and Dai function together to create a stablecoin. If you have already watched this video, you can skip to this point in the video. The stablecoin Dai equals $1. Maker keeps Dai at $1 using a system of collateral and price feeds from Ethereum. If you want to get some Dai, you would send a certain amount of Ethereum to a Maker smart contract called a collateralized debt position, or CDP. And in return, you would get a certain amount of Dai back based on collateralization ratio. So say the collateral ratio is 200%. If you sent over 100 in Ethereum, you would get 50 Dai back. If you wanted to get back that Ethereum you sent over, for example, a year later, you would need to send over 50 Dai, plus any interest. This interest is what helps keep Dai stable. The interest APR was 1.5%, but has just been raised recently to 3.5% in a vote with the governance token Maker. These interest fees are exclusively paid in Maker, and when paid, part of the fee is burned, reducing the supply of Maker, yet at the same time helping keep Dai stable. In layman terms, what a borrow did was kind of similar to getting a mortgage. You borrow Dai using your Ethereum as collateral, just like borrowing money using your house as collateral. Only when you pay back your debt with the interest, you would get back your collateral, Ethereum or a house. The borrower then can do anything with the Dai they got. Margin trade, loan the Dai out, buy more Ethereum, hopes of profit, and eventually take out loans on other assets like stocks, precious metals, and more. Now, since these debt positions are based on Ethereum, which is volatile, there has to be some sort of protections for the system and stability of Dai to $1. If Ethereum goes up, there isn't much to address as the system becomes more collateralized, and Dai in turn becomes stronger. But if Ethereum goes down, there could be problems, especially if the value of Ethereum held is worth less than the Dai it's supposed to be backing. Maker combats this by liquidating CDPs and auctioning off the Ether before the value of the Ether is less than the amount of the Dai backing it. This means the borrowers need to keep an eye on their CDPs. The final failsafe falls on the governance token holders of Maker. Maker token holders have governance over the smart contracts in the system, and in return they are rewarded with fees in the system, like interest on borrowing Dai and CDPs. However, there is a catch. Maker holders function as the buyers of last resort. Should the collateral in the system not be enough to cover the amount of Dai in existence, Maker is actually created and sold on the open market in order to raise the additional collateral. This provides strong incentive for Maker holders to responsibly regulate the parameters, like the collateralization ratio and interest on the CDPs, as ultimately it could be their money on the line should the system fail, not the holders of the stablecoin Dai. That was a Chico breakdown of how MakerDao works, but now let's dive deeper down the rabbit hole, and let's learn how to take out a CDP with Maker, then what you can do with your borrowed Dai, and finally how to withdraw your collateral, and finally close out your CDP. Maker has a web portal DApp where you can easily generate Dai through a CDP. The web portal address is cdp.makerdao.com. Once the address is entered into your web browser of choice, you are taken to the home page. You can access the portal by connecting an Ethereum wallet to it, in the form of a web wallet with services like MetaMask, Parity, or Mist. But you can also connect a hardware wallet like your Ledger Nano S or a Trezor. We will be using my Ledger Nano S for this video. If you don't have one, I highly recommend purchasing one because it has been the most convenient way to store my crypto with peace of mind that all my assets are safe. Link for a purchase for one is in the description of this video. Now, clicking on Ledger Nano S, it starts a connection to your ledger. You may need to switch to legacy address, like I did, to find the address with your Ethereum stored. Once you find your address with the assets, click connect to this address, and boom, you are in the portal. As you can see, it shows you your total assets that have to do with the Maker system, Ethereum, Dai, and Maker, as well as relevant price information for the assets below that, and global CDP stats just below the pricing information. To open a CDP, just click the green Open CDP button. It then asks you how much Ethereum you would like to collateralize. We will type in 0.2 Ethereum. A note, when depositing Ethereum to a CDP, it gets converted to PF, or pooled Ethereum, which represents a percentage share of the total pool of Ethereum collateral and acts as a recapitalization resource for Dai. You then get to pick the amount of Dai you would like to generate from your collateralized F. Let's pick 12 Dai. As you can see, it automatically fills in your collateralization ratio. For our case, it's 224.82%. This is the ratio between the value of your collateral deposited and how much Dai you have generated from it. The minimum ratio the Maker system allows is 150%, but that is not recommended to do whatsoever because you will be liquidated if Ethereum drops a cent. To the left is your CDP liquidation price. In our case, it's $90 Ethereum. If Ethereum's price drops to that level, your CDP is vulnerable to getting liquidated. If that happens, the CDP is charged a liquidation penalty, which is shown below the liquidation price. The liquidation penalty is a fee added to the total outstanding Dai debt when a liquidation occurs, which is subtracted from a user's collateral holdings. If liquidation occurs, you lose your collateral, but still get to keep the Dai that you generated. This means it is critical to be fully aware of the health of your CDP, as you are the sole owner and are fully responsible for ensuring your assets remain safe from liquidation. 10% of the 13% from the penalty fees are burned from the P Ethereum pool, which increases the ratio of Ethereum that users receive when they remove their collateral from a CDP. As more PF gets burned, the ratio for PF to actual Ethereum as collateral increases, meaning there is now less PF available for the same amount of Ethereum locked in. 3% of the 13% goes to the CDP, lowering its price for a 3% discount. Keepers in the system or automated bots buy these Ethereums on discount to resell them elsewhere for a 3% profit. Anyone can run a keeper by installing some open source code, but it takes some technical know-how. Finally, there is a stability fee, which has to be paid in Maker or Dai. This is a fee calculated as a continuously compounding annualized percentage yield and is accrued against the total amount of outstanding Dai in your CDP. Now that we learned about all the details, let's generate our Dai through a CDP. Click Collateralize and Generate Dai. It then pops up with a confirmation screen about the details. You have to check that you have read and accepted the terms of service. Once you have, check the box, and if everything regarding the CDP is to your liking, click Finalize and Create CDP. You then set the gas price for the execution of the smart contracts, 7 in total to generate your CDP. Lower gas equals slow, higher gas equals fast. Once set, click Confirm. If you're on a ledger like me, you'll need to confirm each transaction on your ledger. Now it is creating your CDP. Once completed, you are greeted with a success screen. Click OK, and you are taken to your new CDP portal. This shows you the details of your CDP again, but now you have your ETH collateral as well as your Dai position. And as you can see on the right-hand side, you have 12 borrowed Dai in your ledger, in my case. What can you do with your Dai? Well, you can do anything you want with it. You could send it over to Coinbase Pro and withdraw it for actual US dollars to buy something in the real world. Just like a cash loan, but through the Ethereum ecosystem. You could take that Dai and buy more Ethereum on an exchange, then use that Ethereum to open up another CDP, getting more Dai, and repeat. This would be especially useful if you think the markets are going to go up, because if they do, the Ethereum locked in the contracts will be worth a whole lot more, and you'll only need to pay the Dai you borrowed back to unlock it, and get that collateral back. This is kind of like margin trading. But you need to keep a close eye on your liquidations for each CDP and hope and pray that Ethereum doesn't jump off a cliff. With services like Compound, you can lend out your Dai to other borrowers and earn a healthy interest on your assets. And Dai has the best interest out of any of the tokens offered. You can lend out your Dai in secondary loan markets like with the Dharma Protocol and Dharma Lever. Although there is a waitlist with Dharma Lever and it's still in alpha, so you can't do this right away. Finally, I would like to show you some details about the CDP portal, how to pay back your CDP loan, and finally how to close your CDP. As you can see in the Eth collateral section of the portal, you have your deposited assets. In our case, 0.2 of an Ethereum or 0.192 of pooled Ethereum. I can withdraw up to 0.066 more Ethereum without going under the minimum collateralization ratio. But this is a stupid idea, as I could get liquidated with the slightest downward move in the market. Over to the right, you have the Dai position. Here you can pay back the borrowed Dai, or you can generate more Dai to borrow. But again, if you generate more Dai, you will be lowering your collateralization ratio and risking a quick liquidation. Now, if you want to close your CDP, do not click close CDP at the top with the trash can. I repeat, do not do that or you will lose your Ethereum as collateral. I made the mistake of doing that the first time and I lost 1 Ethereum. Do not be like me. I took one for the team to show you how this is done. First, you need to pay back your Dai position. Make sure you have enough Dai in your ledger or wallet to do this and click the payback button. In the right, it will pop up with a screen. Enter the amount you need to pay back, enter how you want to pay the stability fee, you can pay with Maker or Dai, and then scroll down and click the payback button. Set your gas price and click confirm. A transaction pending blue screen will pop up. If you're on a ledger, confirm the transactions and wait for the green transaction successful screen to pop up. As you can see, the max available to withdraw is now at 0.2 Ethereum, and we can withdraw all of that back to our ledger. To do this, click on Withdraw. In the right-hand pop-up, enter the amount you would like to withdraw, and then click Withdraw. Set your gas price, and a blue pending screen will pop up. Confirm the transaction if on a ledger, and then wait for the green confirmation to pop up. And as you can see, our Ethereum balance increased by 0.2 Ethereum. Now that everything is zeroed out and we have our collateral back, you can close your CDP. Go to the trash icon for closing and click the close button on the right-hand pop-up. Set your gas price, click confirm, and then a blue pending box will pop up. Confirm the transaction on your ledger, wait for the green confirmation to pop up, and boom, your CDP is officially closed. Well, viewers, I hope this cleared up how the system works. And I do have to say, I will be playing around with it much more. I do have to mention that I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice whatsoever. This is just me showing off some cool things in the crypto ecosystem. Open CDPs at your own risk. Cheers, I'll see you next time.